Today in this video, as we said we would, I want to update you on our efforts to reinstate those service members who were unjustly forced out of the military during the COVID-19 panic. While I'm proud of our efforts over the past year, our obligations to make things right are not yet complete. I'm therefore extending the application of the department's reinstatement and return to service guidance established last April. The revised guidance will now apply to former service members, our warriors of conscience, who wish to return to service through April 1st of 2027. So we're extending this to make sure anybody that wants to take advantage of it has additional time to take advantage of it. Maybe you were waiting to see whether we meant it or not. We do. We hope you'll take a look.
I'm sure.
To further encourage the return of experienced and dedicated service members, effective immediately, the active service obligation for individuals returning to service under this guidance is now reduced from 4 years to 2 years. And this change reflects our confidence that returning members will make an immediate and positive impact and aligns our reinstatement policy with the needs of both the service members and the military services.
So they are extending if you had 4 years, they're going to 2 years. I guess just until they get out the administration, enter the administration, they want to at least get a couple of years out of you. So let's keep going.
For some, 4 years felt like too much, given what had been done to them. We hope too entices warriors of conscience to come back. This modification will be incorporated into all future reinstatement agreements. And this policy change also applies to those service members who have already been reinstated and committed to a 4-year service obligation. So it's across the board. And given this policy modification, and to ensure that everyone whose career was cut short under the COVID-19 vaccine mandate receives the respect they deserve, I direct the secretaries of the military departments, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, within 60 days to once again recontact those who have not rejoined already and inform them of this new information and this new opportunity. We are working hard every single day. It's our commitment to you to right the wrongs and correct the injustices of the Biden administration.
Wow. So they want to correct back pay, restored rank, an apology from the U.S. government. That's what Pete Hegseth promised one group of troops, right? Now let me show you what he told a different group of troops. Same man, same job, completely different answer. And today a federal court stepped in and called one of these answers illegal. Today in this video, we're talking about Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, and two groups of American troops, same military, same sacrifice, same country they signed up to serve, very different treatment depending on who you are. All right. So check this one out. All right. Let's go to the next video.
No more climate change obsession. No more emergency vaccine mandates. No more dudes in dresses.
Okay.
We're done with that shit.
All right. This one got me because I'm a veteran. I serve this country. And when I see the people in charge treating service members differently based on anything other than their ability to do the job, I pay attention. Let's get into it. Right. Let's start with what you just saw in that clip. January 2025, Pete Hegseth is outside, right? He's he's in his office and he's talking about point blank how they're going to bring troops back who were discharged for refusing the COVID vaccine, right? And Hegseth doesn't hesitate. He doesn't edge. Let's start with what you just saw in that clip. It was around January 2025. Pete Hegseth is sitting at his desk as Secretary of War, and he says, "We will bring back the troops who were discharged for refusing the COVID vaccine." And Hegseth didn't hesitate. He looks at the camera and says, "I want you to really hear this. Not only will they be reinstated, they will receive an apology, back pay, okay, and the rank that they lost, okay? An apology, back pay, restored rank from the U.S. government. Now, here's the context so you understand the full picture, right? During the Biden admin, over 8,400 troops were separated from the military for refusing the COVID vaccine, right? These were soldiers, Marines, Navy, Air Force, people who had served, some for years, some for over a decade. They said no to the shot and got kicked out. And some of them lost careers they had built over years, lost their benefits, lost their retirement timelines, lost everything they had worked toward in the military because they said no to the vaccine. And the Trump admin comes in and says, that was wrong. We're making it right. Come back. Here's your money. Here's your rank back. We're sorry. And look, I want to be straight with you. I'm not mad at that part of the decision. If you genuinely believe the mandate was wrong and reasonable people disagree on that, then making it right for the people it affected is what accountability looks like. That's how it's supposed to work. So on the COVID troops, credit where credit is due. That was the right move. If you believe the mandate was wrong, right? But here's the story. It takes a turn that I cannot get past no matter how I look at it, right? Same man, Pete Hegseth, different group of troops, transgender service members, people who had already enlisted, already gone through boot camp, already passed their physical fitness test, already been deployed in some cases, already been serving this country. Hegseth gave them an ultimatum: resign by June 6th voluntarily, or we will remove you involuntarily. You have a deadline to get out of the military you signed up for. And then, just to make absolutely sure nobody missed where he stood, he gave a speech at Special Operation Forces Week in Tampa where he said, and I'm quoting him directly, no more dues and dresses. We're done with this. No apology, no back pay, no restored anything. Just you got until June 6th to leave or we're coming for you, right? So let me put these two things side by side because I think when you see them together, the contract speaks for itself. Group 1, disobey a direct lawful military order. Refuse the vaccine, got separated. Hegseth's response, come back, we're sorry, here's your money, here's your rank, the government apologizes, right? Group 2, follow every order they were given, passed every test, showed up every day. Some of them deployed, some of them put themselves in harm's way for this country. Hegseth response, you got until June 6th, get out. Now I want to ask you something. And I want you to really think about it before you answer in the comments. Can both of these decisions be about military readiness? Can you tell me with a straight face that one is about readiness and consistency and the other is about readiness and consistency? Because if both decisions are about military readiness, the logic has to be consistent, and it isn't. One of them is about something else entirely. And I think most honest people, regardless of where they stand politically, already know what that something else is, right? But hold on. Here's the update that just dropped today, all right? That adds another layer to this whole story. A federal appeals court in Washington, D.C., the D.C. Circuit, which is one of the most powerful courts in the country, right below the Supreme Court, ruled today that Hegseth policy against transgender troops was unconstitutional. And the language the judge used is extraordinary. Judge Robert Wilkins wrote in the ruling that the policy, and this is a direct quote, appears to be driven by the bare desire to harm a politically unpopular group. Read that again. A federal judge looked at this policy and said it doesn't exist for national security. It doesn't exist for military readiness. It exists to hurt people. Those are a judge's official words in an official federal ruling. The court upheld the injunction, which means the approximately 4,200 transgender troops currently serving keep their jobs, at least for now, while the legal fight continues. Hegseth went 0 for 1 today, and this case is almost certainly heading to the Supreme Court. So this story is not over, right? Here's exactly where I land in all of this, and I want to be completely transparent with you, right? I'm a veteran. I've been in military environments. I understand arguments about unit cohesion. I understand arguments about standards. I've lived in those spaces, but I also understand this. And this is the part that I keep coming back to no matter how many times I think through this from every angle. When you raise your right hand, you swear to defend this country. That means something. When you go through training, when you have served, when you show up, you have earned your full place, right? And the standard, the only standard that should matter is, can you do the job? Are you fit to serve? Are you willing to put your life on the line for this country? That is the standard, not who you are, not what you look like, not your gender identity. Can you do the job? And what I cannot reconcile, what keeps me up about this, is that one group got forgiven for literally disobeying a direct order, and another group who never disobeyed anything got told to get out. If that's not inconsistent, I don't know what consistent means. So I especially want veterans in the comments on this one: active duty, retired, any branch, any era, right? Where do you stand on this? Is the contrast I'm describing fair, or am I missing something? And for everyone else, can both of these decisions generally be about military readiness? Is one of them about something else? Drop it below, because I want the real conversation, not the talking points. All right. And video, we got another video coming up, and we stand on this exact topic because that federal court just mentioned deserves its own full breakdown. The judge's language, what it means for the 4,200 troops currently serving, and where this goes from here. So stay right here, right? And if you're not subscribed, do that right now and hit the bell. And you missed the earlier videos today. One was about a North Carolina cop that thought he was in a boxing match with somebody while he was at work. I don't know what's wrong with him. He just went to punching on this young lady, a lady at that, right? Then we got another video about a fake brain cancer where she ran from the FBI for 8 years. And both of those are probably somewhere on here. Check them out. If they're not, you can go through my channel and check it out. And while you get a chance, man, hit the subscribe button, man. Hype me up, man.